Live action continuing here on field for the 5 p.m. kickoff in the girls under-14s competition. We've got the Toowoomba Warriors kicking off to Ilene Novus in the beautiful dark blue and white. This is both teams' second game today. The Toowoomba Warriors will be looking for their second win, and the novice team will be looking for their first. But Paul, I was having a chat earlier to Taisha, the coach for the novice team, and they've lost quite a few players, and but it was encouraging because the girls that were left, they were fired up and ready to go. But, you know, carnival footy, unfortunately, it comes with the territory of losing players.
Well, that's just par for the course, isn't it, Alex? In these carnivals, it's a war of attrition, so to speak, and it's survival of the fittest. 2 games in one day in any competition is big.
And the Toowoomba Titters are actually third on the leaderboard of the under-14s competition, and the Ilene Novice girls are in the 8th position, so they'll be looking for a win. But I'll tell you what, these Toowoomba Warriors certainly have quite a track record. But here we go, the novice team. That's some strong contact through the front. The novice still working. Here we go, we've got a line break. A little scoot from, I think, oh, this is going to be hard to call. I'm looking at the numbers now, Paul. I can't really see them on the white, on the Ilene Novice, but that's all right. I can definitely tell who that is. That's Tayana Iki, the number 10.
Commentator's nightmare.
Absolutely. I'd love a dark blue, but oh, look, it's gone out the back. That's okay. So they've lost it. So, look, I say it was okay. It wasn't, unfortunately.
Depends who you ask, Alex.
I know. So Toowoomba Warriors will have a great opportunity here, as they'll pack the scrum. Second game of the day. It should be the third of the carnival, so that fatigue is starting to kick in as well, and this is where match fitness becomes really important, but also the bench that you have. And I can see the Toowoomba Warriors have, you know, quite a boastful bench, so they'll be able to make those unlimited interchanges. But here we go. We've got a play from Janaea Kelly, the number 4 in that centre position. She breaks away. Back inside now. She's going across, needs to square up a little bit. Strong defence, though. They'll stop May Hagan. 12 metres out. They'll play the short side. It's with the fullback ladder. Ladder, back inside. Oh, and she's going to find the ground. No, offloads it. And some early points for Aaliyah May Hagan.
Well, it's a strong start for the Toowoomba Warriors. They've looked dangerous on both sides of the ruck. As we see the deadly choices replay here, they play to the left of the fullback. She looks to score for all money. Offload at the end of the 12. Outstanding.
That's a solid start from Toowoomba Warriors. Coach Ricky certainly going to be happy with that. Certainly making a presence here on field 4. But if we look across to other fields, if you're not not supporters of the Novas and the Warriors, there's plenty more games. So we've got the under-16 boys on field 1, the Coastal Blacks and Bullers Red. Field 2, under-16 boys, Murray United and Zaballas. Field 3, you'll see the under-18 girls, Murray Gummers and Far North Queensland Pearls. And on field 5, Brisbane Blacks, John Brady Senior Memorial taking on the Sunshine Coast Bunyas in the under-14 girls competition. So they're the final games of today. As we see the deadly choices replay, the kick was successful, but here it is. It started with Ladder, the fullback, and she had a lovely little pop offload to May Hagan, the number 12, to put points on under the post. And 6-0 is the scoreline here. 3 minutes in, it'll be their final game of today before one more tomorrow. And then our semi-finalists, the top 4 it should be, will play on Saturday with a grand final. So a bit of a short kick-off here. Collected nicely, though, from the Toowoomba Warriors. They're working up through Lazarus. Lazarus, she found a break. She's still going. Lazarus, some post-meter tackle, some post-tackle meters.
Well, I think they thought she was held, but she continued on. The referee let it go. Strong carry from Lazarus.
Absolutely. These are the sort of carnivals you just got to play to that whistle. You keep going unless you've been called held. That's it. Just have to have bodies in the tackles. All right, here we go. Right edge. They're looking quick here. There's the try scorer. Oh, she's going to go over for a second. Aaliyah May Hagan.
Well, a double for the back row, Aaliyah May Hagan. She's put herself in position to score a couple of tries early, which is great for her team, but they look strong, this Toowoomba Warriors side, don't they?
Strong indeed, and 2 wins already. You can certainly see why. On the top of the table in this under-14s competition. As we'll see, deadly choices replay. Look, they had some pace on that right edge. Janali Willis in that 5'8", the 6 jumper, directing traffic out there to find Aaliyah May Hagan in the back. And Aaliyah May Hagan, she puts the gas on and she's off. Second try here. Only been 2 tries in this game so far, and Aaliyah has earned both.
Well, the Ilene novices need to try and take advantage of this wind. Kick deep. Don't look for a short kick-off here. Kick deep and try and pin the Toowoomba Warriors down inside their own half. They can't afford for them to be up there in the attacking zone, finding points like this.
It's such a big advantage to have, and look, it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still there. So while they've got it behind them, I'd love to see them use it. But that deadly choices replay again. Deadly indeed. Aaliyah May Hagan going over for her second down that right edge. Certainly a player to watch in these under-14 competition. And as I say, under-14, it's almost shocking that when it rolls off the tongue that some of these girls, and some, you know, I speak to coaches, some aren't even 14, 13, they're 12. So, you know, the next gen coming through very strongly.
The game is healthy in Queensland, isn't it, Alex?
Absolutely. Look, they go for the short kickoff. It almost worked out, but it's collected nicely from Kelly, the centre. Kelly plays it, and they're moving up now. There she is, the try scorer. I love that she scored 2 tries, and she's still on there. And she's still making meters. She'll be held there, just over halfway. The pace is there. Now it's with Amir Lazarus. Lazarus breaks through. Lazarus still going. She'll go down there. Eileen Novice, they've just got to work here. Back inside. Finds Kiana Saunders. I love that, though, from Tiana Iki, the 10. She just held on for dear life, and she took her to ground. Here we go. That's that 5'8" we spoke about earlier. She's great. But it's lost in the centres, so ball back to Eileen Novice.
Well, it's a little let off there for Novus, and the Toowoomba Warriors are changing the angle of attack really, really well, playing direct and then shifting wide and finding opportunities. Who's going to stand up here for the Novus? They really need to carry tough coming out of trouble here.
That's what they need. Look, they've got some gun players in there too. I'd love to see Tiana Iki, the number 10, get the ball early on and maybe just make some meters for the team, get them out of this danger zone. But look, they really can't concede here, can't afford any little mistakes because it'll be costly. We've seen what the Toowoomba Warriors can do. There she is, the big, oh, that was high, that one. Came out swinging.
Well, there's no malice intended, but it did slip up. But she showed some enthusiasm in defence there, and they're not only good in attack, this Toowoomba Warriors side, but they're enthusiastic in defence as well.
So sorry, that was Penola, the 15. She'll play the ball, shifting to the right now. Outside backs getting involved. Just need a bit more pace off that line. Here we go, that's the number 10. There she is. She's got some space. She's still going. Iki, she loses her headgear. Plays the ball. Out the back now. Look, they've got some momentum. They're building. The Eileen Novus team, they're building. Unfortunately, as I say that, there's an error there in the play the ball. So Toowoomba Warriors, another great opportunity here.
Well, they just can't afford to give the ball away in their own half, this Nova side. You get the feeling that the Warriors will just find points when they get these opportunities. They're a strong side.
Well, I spoke about it earlier, you know, the Novas team, there's really no bench. They've had a lot of injured players, so the girls out there probably going to be playing full games. So all heart and passion on display as I say that. Latta, the number one, the fullback, makes a break in play. They've got momentum. They're playing this right side again. Oh, here she is. She's going for a hat trick. She's found it. Alia May Hagan.
Well, she's unstoppable, isn't she, Alex? I think she's had 3 touches and 3 tries. Might be 4 touches and 3 tries.
That is unreal work from the back row. We'll see it now in the Deadly Choices replay. Shifting out to the right, out the back. There she is, Alia May Hagan.
She's just running into space and finding tries.
3 tries have been conceded in this game, and all 3 are with Alia May Hagan. Looks certainly one to watch. She's had quite the presence here in these first 10 minutes. This is a tricky kick. She's kicking into the wind as well. Practically on the sideline. And here we go. After her 3 try scores, she's getting a well-earned rest.
She certainly is.
So conversion unsuccessful, but the Toowoomba Warriors will continue with a 14-point lead. And here's the Deadly Choices replay of Alia May Hagan going over for her 3rd.
Well, it was all too easy, wasn't it? That's the unfortunate thing for the Novus team. They just can't afford to turn the ball over in their own half because they're going to concede points against this good, strong Toowoomba Warriors side.
A lot of the times we see points scored and tries come from the back of errors, and that was an example of one there. Just ball security, so important.
Yardage errors are not the friend of coaches, that's for sure.
So we'll see if they go for a short kickoff again. Looks like she's shooting off to the left. I love this. The chase is on. Oh, and they might get it back.
Well, they've got a result there.
Here we go. This is what they need, the Novus team. It's with Maya Hook. Hook plays the ball. Oh, Hook tried to play the ball, but there's been a fumble there.
Oh, you just feel for them, don't you?
They did so well to collect it off the kickoff too. Short kickoff, it played well. Hook collected it, and she's gotten up to play the ball, and the error has come. So Toowoomba Warriors now. Comes out of the scrum. 1 up, now 2. It's with Janaea Kelly. Kelly will play the ball and they'll shift to the right-hand side. That's Shyla Munro.
Well, they're not trying to go around them, are they, Toowoomba Warriors? They're playing direct. As we see them get asked to take the ball back to the mark here.
Here we go. Out the back now. Look, they've got a massive overlap here on the left-hand side, but they'll go back inside instead to the half. Prince will be taken to ground. Oh, big front row off the back fence. Fuller. "22 metres out. They've got some momentum building here. This right side, they're dangerous on it. And here we go, the 14. That's Carly Jane Widgell. Widgell plays it. They're close, shifting left now. Back with the 5'8". She puts a chip over to the fullback. Don't think the fullback knew she was going to receive it, but Latta will pass it off to Kelly, and Kelly will put points on for the Toowoomba Warriors.
Well, that's the second try assist for Lada, the fullback. She's been really, really good today. It just seems nothing nothing they do is not going to work this Toowoomba Warriors side.
I just love that kick from Janali Willis side. It's like she just was like, just put a little chip in.
As we see on the Deadly Choices replay, I think she could have passed it, but she decided to kick. It's come up. The fullback's come up with the ball and gets a try assist.
I think the biggest thing here as well for the Eileen Novice team is just bodies and tackles and wrap that ball. Like, we've seen the offload and how dangerous the offload can be. We just saw it there. And we'll see a kick to come, but 18 points now. They've got a pretty comfortable lead here in the first 15 minutes. It's a solid effort, but it will fall short. So the Toowoomba Warriors will keep a 18 point lead after this fourth try, which rewarded Kelly with 4 points. And here's something I learned today, Paul, about the referees is the green socks. And if they're wearing the green socks, and like a fun fact for viewers at home, if you didn't know it, they're under 18. So we have a lot of our younger referees coming through the ranks as well and using Murray Carnival to learn some new tricks, probably resilience from some of what they copped from the sideline. But as I say that, the try scorer, Janaea Kelly, is off, and there will be no stopping her. I can see Brown. She's trying. With Kelly again, back-to-back tries. There's been 5 tries in this game, 2 try scorers so far.
Well, she was just too big, too strong and too fast then, wasn't she? And she's come up with another try. As we see here on the Deadly Choices replay off the kickoff. You don't see many of these days.
No, straight off. She had some work to do as well, about a 60, 70-metre run there. And off the back of a try already, she'll be working with May Hagan to maybe put a hat-trick in.
Kelly.
Might be one of the first games I've seen where there's 2 hat-trick try scorers. But I wouldn't put it past them. The Toowoomba Warriors, they're looking deadly.
You mentioned the green socks for the referees there, Alex. It's a great initiative by Queensland Rugby League to do that. It's just a bit of recognition or to recognise that the refs are young still. We place a lot of expectations on them. But these referees, the opportunity for them to come to these carnivals is just as big an opportunity as it is for the players. They look forward to these carnivals to get the opportunity to go into camp, get some coaching, and get to back up that coaching in games and game on game on game. It's a reward for them as well.
And just looking across the fields as well, I can see a lot of our young referees and officials coming through as well. And also a lot of young girls and women, which is so exciting to see. We know that the players and sort of the game of rugby league is expanding, but great to see the officials and just that female representation as well.
Yeah, and at the NRL level, we're lucky enough to see Belinda Sharp and Casey Badger blaze the way for the girls in the game as referees. They're doing a great job, and they're great ambassadors for the game.
Big pioneers. I don't think a lot of people you sort of see, I guess, the treatment of some referees, and it's not a career that a lot of people go into. So I take my hat off to the ones that do, because obviously we couldn't play the great game of rugby league without them.
Well, they haven't mixed up this kickoff here, the Nova side. They keep kicking to that left.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't kick it back to where the try just came from. But look, they're doing their best here, the Novus girls, and I can see that. Here we go, bodies and tackles now. They've really got to work and start to wrap around each other. There's only 7 minutes left in this first half here, and then they'll have a well-earned try. That's Shyla Munro, though, the 11. Shyla's in space. Oh, you can't give Shyla space. Still going. She's fended off about 4 of the Eileen Novus girls. And she'll be stopped there. Looks like they'll play the short side, out to the right. There she is, Willis. Willis passes, it goes out the back. It's with Sienna Brown. Brown will play the ball. Comes back to McIntosh. Big run from McIntosh.
It's really good contact there from the Ilene Novas team.
There's the chip across the pitch. Oh, the chase is on. Again, a bounce that was a paid actor. The 10. There she is. Fuller. I think she finally found the ground there. That was a bit of a tussle to get there. But Joanna Fuller.
Well, I thought, as we see here on the Deadly Choices replay, I thought the defence may have just got here. The winger was bamboozled by the kick, unfortunately. And as we see here, scramble defence, the fullback there, all underneath the ball, but she's lucky enough to get it down.
So that will take the score 28 points to 0 now on field 4. Toowoomba Warriors really starting to break away, and they've got a kick to come. And it looks like the fullback, Zahaid Latta, is lining up.
Well, this might be her first kick for goal. She's got a couple of try assists. See how she strikes them.
Yeah, they seem to have changed the kickers around. Probably at this sort of point aggregate, you can afford to change it up a little bit. But we'll see how she goes.
So left foot up.
It's rare, eh, the left footer. You don't see him a lot anymore. That's a good punt. Probably just needed a bit more air in that one. But here's our Deadly Choices replay. Golden boot there from Janali Willis to find Gianna Fuller in the 10 jumper. She looked bamboozled too. I love that she could have offloaded, but she didn't. Like, she just backed herself.
Well, she chased the kick and she put herself in a position to score a try, which is the most pleasing aspect of it.
Try time. Janiyah Fuller, the number 10. Few minutes left here on field 4 in the under 14 girls competition. And here we go. They've changed it up a little bit. It's been taken nice. Oh, there we go. There's some solid contact. Who's at the 13 there? Danielle Tamuaquero. I'd like to see her get involved a bit more. Bit of a hair pull. Yeah. Again, not intentional, never is, but sometimes just desperation to get them down.
Yeah, it's a difficult one in the girls' game, isn't it? In the sense that when the hair goes down past the collar, the player's always going to be grabbing at the jumper. I thought the rule was that if they did, as long as they let go straight away, and I don't think there was any malice or any holding of hair there. It was just a bit unlucky.
No, never is. But there's the try scorer there, Gina. Shifting left now. It's with the halfback, Kalari Prince.
We've got a player down there for the Novas team.
It's the halfback, Mariah Parsons. Oh, good. She's getting up to her feet. So it's been a clean half in terms of no injuries, which is always good to see. And hopefully none moving forward, as Ilene Novas only have one on the bench. And I look to the Toowoomba Warriors, which have 10.
A plethora of options.
Here we go. Oh!
Well, that's good defence.
I love this. That's passion and heart. Like, we were just talking about the Ilene Novas team not having a bench, and they have just worked together, wrapped around each other, and taken Kiki Burns into touch. So they've earned themselves this one. And look, there's only 2 minutes left here. So a couple of strong runs will certainly give them some confidence, and I'd just love to see these girls back themselves. Just some simple footies needed, one-ups, and just a bit more confidence, I think, running onto the ball as well.
Wow.
Can't wait for the ball to come to you, because unfortunately errors like this will happen.
They were a bit unlucky there. I tend to think the referee could have given them some leniency, maybe Alex, but he's got to ref it how he sees it.
He's a tough one, this one. This man in pink. And look, probably not an opportunity that the Toowoomba Warriors needed, but we could see some more points here. They're set up to the left. They've got some shape there. I can see their halfback out there, Kalari Prince, sorry. She's got great communication out there. So it'll come from her counterpart. It's with Prince now. Prince runs it up. She's in front of the sticks. They'll play left side. There it is. Through the hands of the fullback, Zahaid. Oh, here we go. Look at them in some open space. Macy Mitchell. Look, it's what came off the back of an error, but Macy Mitchell, the 19, will go over for her first try in this game.
Well, they were always going to be hard to hold out there, weren't they, Alex, with that weighted possession, as we see here on the Deadly Choices replay. The fullback, I think we'll chalk her up now for another try assist. That's 3 try assists. Things are happening around her, that's for sure.
We've got a conversion here to come. And a couple of extras that will take their lead to 34.
By the look of the numbers on the bench here for the Toowoomba Warriors, the Ilene Novus might be asking for a couple of jersey changes for the second half.
And important to remember, they have to come back tomorrow as well and back up and play another round before the finals.
It's a long week, isn't it?
It's a huge week. So kick unsuccessful. We'll go into halftime here on field 4. The Toowoomba Warriors lead Ilene Novus girls 32-0.
I'm thrilled to tell you about Swim Start, a game changer for our littlest swimmers. Swim Start is making waves by breaking down barriers for learn to swim lessons in Queensland. We believe every child should have a chance to learn this important skill. That's why Swim Start is offering vouchers valued up to $150 for eligible children up to 4 years of age. Parents, carers and guardians, this is your chance to dive in. Check your eligibility online and apply now to create a generation of confident swimmers. Let's make a splash together.
Yeah, it's important for all our elders and our young generation just to get checked up every now and then. And
sometimes you could be doing all the things right, but just a little check up here and there, definitely doesn't hurt. And you have a close friend or a relative as well that is due for a checkup. Let them know that it's probably time for a checkup.
Stay strong, black, and deadly. Book in for your 715 health check today.
I've got a lot of family and a lot of friends that vape as well. It's just not healthy, and we all know, everyone knows, it's not healthy, and now with the information that's out, it's not good for you, and it's about making that deadly choice not to do it, so...
The reason we started to work with Struddies many years ago was not just the fact that it was Ross Strudwick and Arthur Beetson and their two brands coming together, it was also the ability of Struddies to manufacture for us on no notice. And when you're putting together an event as big as the QMC with about 120 teams, and they have to submit their designs to Struddies, and each team has a unique design, you need a very special apparel maker to be able to cater to that. And it was Struddies was the only company that could do what we wanted to do. And from there, the partnership with Struddies has grown to a foundation, and now Struddies now making apparel for our partner Deadly Choices. So it's really nice to have a one-stop shop in Struddies and supporting Queensland business. So we're not supporting a multinational, we're supporting a proud Queensland brand.
The mood and the environment and the friendships that we've picked up by coming to this carnival. We've been doing it for years now, and there would not be a person on this ground when you look around, whether it's a player or the families coming through or the elders. They all know us, and I think they come up to the shop to buy something just to listen to our new dad jokes.
Welcome back to some live action here on Field 4. Our girls under 14s competition will round us out for day 2 of the Junior Carnival. We've got the Toowoomba Warriors. Looks like they'll be running left to right. They've taken the field. They have quite a convincing 32-0 point lead over Ilene Novus, who are yet to take the field, but they're getting some well-earned rest. These dear sisters, they've worked hard throughout the carnival. I was talking to Coach Taisha, which is always great to see our deadly females in these roles. And she was saying that there's only one on the bench. So, look, these girls have worked hard throughout the tournament. And they've just got another 25 minutes today, another game tomorrow, and they'll get some very well-earned rest. So Ilene Novus will kick off. Toowoomba Warriors, unfortunately they've gone short, and it's too short. So we'll see a penalty rewarded, and Toowoomba Warriors will start at halfway. Look, meters that were probably not needed for this team. They are strong. If you've watched the first half here, we had Aaliyah May Hagan in the 12 jumper earn herself a hat-trick. 3 tries scored in the first 10 to 15 minutes. And here we go. The Warriors, they're off. They'll send in Jada Thomas, the 16. Thomas will play the ball. Here's a unit, Josephine Hart. Hart working towards the middle. Hart will play the ball, and here we go. Short side, through the halves. She's been great. Kalari Prince. Prince finds the offload. Ladder plays the ball again on that short side. Prince again, offloads, unable to secure. So ball back for Nova's team. Their first opportunity in this second half. They're looking for their first win of the competition. First win of the day as well. But Toowoomba Warriors out of the gate swinging so far. So the scrum is packed, and it is game on. It's come out the back here, a little bit of work to do. She'll square up and run it straight. That's what you love to see. Ilene Novus, they'll play the ball, shifting to the middle. Just got to run it straight. I don't think anyone does, but here we go. We found a little bit of a gap there. And they've earned themselves a penalty as well. A little bit high there from Toowoomba Titters. Another opportunity here, though. These Ilene Novus girls just need to go one out and run up. So there's the kick for touch. That'll earn themselves some extra meters. Here we go. We've got a couple names calling for it. That's a great, solid run there. Oh, it almost came loose, but she's been great to hold on to it. Here we go. Here's another one, the number 10, Tiana Icky. Some solid contact put on her, and she's fumbled. A solid run from Tiana Icky. She's lost the ball, but a reflection of the contact put on her from the Toowoomba Warriors. So they'll pack the scrum here. And the Warriors, shape on the left, but the short side, you can't discount it. They could go either way here. Here we go, the short side. It's with the 5'8", dummies. That's Janali Willis. Willis in open space. Willis stopped in her tracks. She gets up. She's still going. No, she's taken down. That is some intent from the 11, Tiana Paget. Look, they've earned themselves a penalty here. Which you can't afford to give to Toowoomba Warriors, especially not in this position on the field. The 21, she winds up straight off the back fence. Has she find the line? Yes, she has. The 21 for Toowoomba Warriors. Sienna Brown will go over for the first try in this second half and her first try in this game. Here we go, the Deadly Choices replay. Winds up off the back fence. That's a player who runs with intent, running for her sisters. Sienna Brown, the 21. And in front of me, I can see 8 players who are being replaced now. A stacked bench. It's rare to see so many players at this point in the carnival, but so great to see for Toowoomba Titters. So we'll see some fresh legs on. I mean, look, fresh legs they probably didn't need, but I tell you what, the girls out there have certainly earned them. So it looks like our fullback, Latour, will be the kicker again. Wynn's behind her. She's got a good chance here. She sticks it, unsuccessful, but the Toowoomba Titters still with quite a convincing lead of 36 points to 0, and we see the Deadly Choices replay. Some individual brilliance from Sienna Brown, the 21. I love this though, the Ilene Novus sisters, they're running to the line. They've got so much respect for the game and for the Toowoomba Warriors. And it looks like they'll be kicking to the left, potentially a short kickoff. They've got some speed in this team. They've got to be quick off the kickoff, chase it down. Hard to chase though when it's collected there from Amira Lazarus. Lazarus still going. Lazarus plays the ball. And we'll see a scoot. I love that. Sienna Brown, the try scorer. She just runs straight into dummy. A scoot from her, over halfway now. Back inside, little inside ball from the centre. Here we go, we're on here. Aaliyah Washington. Washington plays the ball. A scoot from Micaiah Stanton. Micaiah Stanton will be finding 4 points at the end of that run. And there it is, an additional 4 points will take their lead to 40 now. Toowoomba Titters. And here is the Deadly Choices replay. Again, some individual brilliance, just shoots straight out from the dummy position. And Micaiah Stanton, the hooker, she's been busy across this carnival, especially in this game. Kick to come. This one's, look, it's a little bit easier, I've got to say. And a successful conversion will take their lead to 42 points. Here's the Deadly Choices replay. There she is, the hooker, the number 9, Stanton. And look, the viewers at home will be happy. It's not just my voice now. We've got BB Brenton Bowen up in this scaffolding. Brother, we're in for a game. Look, I tell you what, the Toowoomba Warriors, so this is the under-14s competition. Toowoomba Warriors have put 42 points on our dear Ilene Novus sisters, but important to acknowledge that the sisters, the Novus girls, only have 1 on the bench, so they're doing their best.
Yeah, well, they're doing it tough, yeah. So the Toowoomba Warriors, putting on a great score at the moment.
And look, there's been an unfortunate injury here, one that the Ilene Novices really can't afford with only 1 on the bench. I certainly feel for them, and and Taisha, the coach, she said that they've lost quite a few players across the carnival, but, you know, I'm so proud of the girls who continue to back up and play, and a lot of whom have been playing full 50-minute games. Like, that's, at this age, you know, that's a big ask for under 14-year-olds.
Yeah, that's right. Especially, you know, in the middle of the field, you've got those forwards that are playing big minutes, and it's really good to see that, you know, even though the score is 0, but these players just keep trying, keep turning up for their team and for their teammates. So yeah, see the unfortunate injury there.
Well, we've seen it across the carnival too. Like, you know, sometimes when you're playing club footy, you're playing for your club and your team, but these players that play for Murray Carnival play for so much more, not just their teammates, but their communities, their mob, their culture as well, their bloodlines back to where they are. But, you know, it's just so much pride and passion, and look, I love this. So it was the halfback who was down, Mariah Parsons, but it looks like she'll be okay, so she'll play on.
Well, that's good signs for the halfback. Like you were saying, Alex, they only got one player on the bench. If she went off, then you know, they'll be stuck with the 13 players on the field for the remaining time in the second half.
Here we go. She's been a unit, the number 10 for the Eileen Novus girls, Tiana Icky. So she'll play it off and they'll offload it to another unit. Here's a big run from the 23, Talia Hamlin. I love seeing these front rows get involved. This is how they'll get some points on the Toowoomba Warriors. There she is again. She's backing up for a second. Almost a line break there from Tiana Icky. Icky will play the ball. This is the best the sisters have looked. Here we go. Eileen Novus darting out to the left. Just over 10 minutes left in this second half. There's the kick. The chase is on, but it is taken nicely from Toowoomba Warriors fullback.
Yeah, I thought that was a really great set there by the Eileen Novus to get to the kick and to put the pressure back on the Toowoomba Warriors.
And I've got to say, that was probably the best set we've seen across the game for them as well. So I love this. There's a bit of fire in their belly, and they're really starting to switch on here. Which when you're playing, as I say that, she's just fended. That is a huge play from Fuller. She scored a try in the first half. She'll be looking for another one. Look, here she is. Okay, so Bibi, I've got to tell you, she was the first hat trick in the game. She will be going for her fourth try, Aaliyah May Hagan. That is her fourth try in this game.
Fourth try.
Across the carnival, including the open men's and women's competition, I have not seen anyone score 4 tries in one game. And here's the Deadly Choices replay.
Yeah, well, for a back row, she's got some speed. She backed herself on the sideline there, went through a hole, beat the fullback, and we see her go under the post for her 4th try of the game. Well done.
First 3 tries of the game were Toowoomba Warriors. Those 3 were Aaliyah May Hagan. So she has just been an absolute unit. Hard to believe it's an under-14s competition out here. We've got a game on our hands.
Yeah, you'd think that she was a outside back, just
no,
the way that she ran.
All of the tries that she's been playing, she's been on the outside back.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Like she's in the, I think she's in the second row. Like she's a unit, but a lot of the tries she's been on the left wing, the right wing. Like she's such a utility. She's just going where they need her, and she's rewarding with them with 4 points at the end of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately the conversion attempt there by Washington was unsuccessful.
But here's the Deadly Choices replay again. I tell you what, she'll have about 10 minutes in her show reel after all these tries that Aaliyah's put on.
And I believe she just came off for a well-deserved break.
The funny thing was, after she scored the first 3, she still didn't. Like, she was still out there. Again, outside back behaviour.
Yep.
No breaks. No rest for the wicked. And here we go. So there's only just over 10 minutes. Look, I would really love to see the Ilene Novus girls get some points on. They had a really great first set there. A very strong attacking set. Bit of a short kickoff. Oh, comes off the boot. Oh, but it's collected nicely from the Warriors. Back inside now, the Warriors will send up Lazarus. Lazarus still going. She's pumping those legs. They'll take her over halfway. Earns herself about 10 extra post-tackle meters. Here's another unit. She steps back inside. Aaliyah Washington. Washington, she's still going. She can see space out to that left edge. Still going. Palms off 1. Almost 2. Some strong defense, though. I love that. All passion. But here we go. Speaking of passion, Janaea Kelly. Kelly goes all the way, and there is the second hat trick of the game.
Wow, another try to the Toowoomba Warriors. And I think that's just off the back of the kickoff there. And then, it was just really good field position. They just rolled up the field through the middles, and Kelly just, seen some space up. I think it might have been AOB defender, and she looked at the space and she took it and backed herself to score a try.
And 11 tries here have been scored, which is a mammoth effort for these Toowoomba Warrior girls. And I love this. It looks like Amara McIntosh gets the kicking duties. They've tried a few. I know that fullback Zahid, she's had a crack at them. But look, in front of the sticks. Here we go. Oh, magic.
Magic.
An extra couple. Here's the Deadly Choices replay. They've got some really strong outside backs. I've got to say, their centres have been phenomenal in this game. Yeah,
I just had a look at that replay. There was the A defender closest to the ruck. He was just standing a bit wide there, and like I said, the 4 there in Kelly just seen that space and then took it, and like I said, he's just scored another great try.
Very short kickoff. It needs to find 10 first, and it doesn't. So another penalty here awarded to the Toowoomba Warriors. I love the effort, though, from the girls off the kickoff.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I love the effort. Yeah, we're always talking about the effort. The effort's always there from these players, particularly in this Ilene Novus team. There's just always turning up, and as you see now, the Toowoomba Warriors player in 13, Lazarus just makes about 20 metres up, and then the 2 just backs up from dummy half and have a scoot.
Holly Wilson, she might be some fresh legs there. Oh, here we go, the hooker, the number 9. She's been great too, Stanton. She's earned herself a try in this game. So here we go, shifting out to that short side now.
Is it try time? Yeah,
it is. I didn't think she thought it was, so I wasn't going to say it. But Macy Mitchell goes over for her second.
Nice.
I don't know if she thought she did it. Here's the Deadly Choices replay, though. Came from Carly Wilson at dummy before it found Lazarus. Lazarus, a lovely offload to Mitchell out on that left edge.
Yeah, so the Toowoomba Warriors now just piling the points, and like I said, this Ilene Novus team, just the effort's always there, and just little things are not working at the moment, and just I really hope that they put some points on the board, trying to build some pressure there, and as you see now, the conversion attempt from way out wide.
I love that. It had some height to it.
Good effort.
I think it's a new kicker too, so they might be looking for another one. That was Aaliyah Washington. But here it is, the Deadly Choices replay again. Some simple hands before it find before it found Macy Mitchell for her second. And you can tell there, they all look shell-shocked. I don't think anyone realised that that's what happens when you put the ball over the white line. It's try time.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I feel like the fields need the paint out again, because there's been a number of traffic over the last few days. So,
been huge days from Friday last week. So almost a week constant of just game after game. And here we go. An error for the Toowoomba Warriors.
yeah, this is what the Arlene Novus team needed. And as you see the I think it's a 7 in Mariah Parsons, just making sure that their players are getting to pack the scrum.
This is a great chance. They've got a set here. We saw what they could do a little bit earlier on in this half. But I love this. A scoot straight from the scrum. Running with intent here. That's what they need. They just need to run. Run it straight as well. Brown plays the ball. Oh, a little bit flat-footed there, but it finds Harmony Roberts. Look, the Toowoomba Warriors are certainly making it hard for them to make any movement. But I can see her limping out there. She plays the ball, but she does not look comfortable. The 3 there, Harmony Roberts, the centre for Eileen Novus. So she'll get some medical attention there. It looked like an ankle or something on the leg. She was limping.
Yeah, it looked like an awkward tackle there, and yeah, she just gets up gingerly, and I think, yeah, like I said, I think it might be an ankle injury, or it's definitely a lower leg.
Maybe a cramp. I can see they're doing the cramp stance.
Yeah. Well, I hope for her sake it's just
I hope it's a cramp. Yeah. It's so hard to watch sometimes, especially with the injuries. But, I'm just so proud of everyone who laces their boots up.
Yeah, like me too.
Like this is young ones. Hey, Vivi.
Yeah,
like these are, yeah.
Under 14s. Yeah, like I said, it's really good to see. There's a lot of under 14 girls teams in this carnival, and so it's really good to see the numbers and the participation from all across the board, from the 14s, the 16s, the 18s, and obviously our women's. So.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, participation, and 105 teams across the Opens and Juniors, 75 of which are our juniors. Like it's just growing astronomically each year. There was just over 50 last year. There's 75 this year. God, I hope it hits 100 next year for our juniors. We'll be playing across two stadiums we'll need, or we'll be playing it for 2 weeks at this rate.
Yeah.
Like we've got 4 days just for these juniors. And with only a couple minutes left, I think it's, we can confidently and comfortably say that the Toowoomba Warriors have come away with another win. So a big congratulations to those girls and Coach Ricky as well. They had a valiant effort. Look, they had try scorers here. A big shout out, the number 12, Aaliyah May Hagan. She had 4 of the tries of the 11. And then Janaea Kelly in the 4, she had 3. Micaiah Stanton in the 9 had 1. Janiyah Fuller in the 10, she also had 1. Macy Mitchell in the 19 had 2. And Sienna Brown, the 21, had 1. So, look, I think maybe it was a cramp. She's still on. She's jumped back up into play.
A bit ginger there, but it's really good to see that she's staying on the field. Unfortunately, they just come up with a little error there.
I think it's a level of stubbornness too for our young ones too. Like you never want to be one to go off the field.
No. Well, I think it's like a good stubbornness to have, because, like I said, a lot of these a lot of these players just don't want to let themselves, but also let their teammates down. So, yeah.
So this might be the final play here. And look, I wouldn't put it past the Toowoomba Warriors to put some more points on here. And as I say that, a dart straight from the scrum. But Eileen Norris, they haven't given up though. The Novus girls, they'll stop her in her tracks.
Yeah, what a great run there off the scrum. Yeah, she just got the ball from the back of the scrum, and she looked up, and there was a bit of space, and she took it. She backed herself, and I think she made about 40 metres there, and the Toowoomba Warriors just come up with a penalty.
I think that's the biggest thing that these girls can take away, both teams as well, but also teams across the carnival, is that these players are just backing themselves and they boast so much confidence, as they should. And this will be the final play here on field 4. And oh my God, it's going to finish with a try from the 16, Jada Thomas.
Yeah, what a great way to finish a game. Yeah, the Toowoomba Warriors obviously victorious, and yeah, it's a great way to finish a game. Yeah.
Deadly Choices replay. Look, they only had a minute to do it. And I love the urgency here. The offload again, something you've got to be careful about too, these offloads. Like, that's why it's so important. And they did it there on Kiki Burns. They wrapped her up. But here, Jada Thomas was just too strong.
Yeah, too strong. Just, yes, seeing that the Eileen Novus team was short on their left, right hand side. The Toowoomba Warriors left, and yeah, she backed herself, and yeah, another try, and a try on the hooter. You see now the conversion attempt is a bit dark, so can't really make out the player or the jersey that she's wearing. Here we go. And
conversion unsuccessful, but it won't matter. The under 14 Toowoomba Warriors will go away with a 60-0 win over Eileen Novus. That will conclude day 2 of the Junior Murray Carnival, but there are games kicking off from 8 a.m. tomorrow.